When your horse stands at the gate before you even pull into the driveway, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Yes, it's heartwarming, but behind that anticipation, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally loaded things your horse can do. And if you misunderstand it, which most owners do, you could be missing messages they've been trying to send for years. Let's start with what real imprinting actually looks like. 1. They drop their head below yours. Most owners think when a horse lowers its head around them, it's just relaxed or tired. Maybe they've had a long day in the pasture. Maybe they're sleepy. But here's the thing. Head lowering in your presence is actually controlled submission. Your horse is deliberately placing itself in a vulnerable position. In wild herd dynamics, only horses who trust specific individuals will consistently position their head below eye level, because it removes their primary defense mechanism, the ability to monitor threats. Every survival instinct they have tells them to keep their head up, eyes scanning, always ready. Domestic horses retain this instinct completely. Research from the University of Guelph found that horses selectively display head-lowering behaviours only around individuals they've formed secure attachments with. It's not a general relaxation response. It's specific to you. When your horse drops their head in your presence, they're telling you something profound. I don't need to watch for danger when you're here. They've rewritten their survival programming around you. And that's just their head position. Wait until you hear what they're doing with their breath. People think horses breathe differently around them because they're calm. The horse exhales deeply, stands quietly, and that's just what peaceful horses do. But here's what most people don't realize. Imprinted horses don't just calm down. They synchronize their respiratory rate to match yours within minutes of you approaching. This isn't relaxation. It's physiological mirroring that only occurs between bonded individuals. The horse's nervous system is literally in training to yours, creating a shared biological rhythm. Equine researchers at Hartpura University documented that horses match breathing patterns only with their identified attachment figure, not with other familiar handlers, not even with their pasture mates, just you. Your horse isn't just comfortable with you. Their body is choosing to function in rhythm with yours. You've become part of how they regulate themselves. But the breathing thing, that's preparing you for what they do with their actual body position. 3. They orient their body away from you. When a horse turns its hindquarters toward you, most owners worry it's disrespect or a warning, a sign they're about to kick or that you've done something wrong. But here's the reality. An imprinted horse will actually angle their body away from you, not in rejection, but because they've stopped treating you as a potential threat requiring visual monitoring. In herd dynamics, horses only turn their vulnerable hindquarters toward individuals they trust absolutely. They're quite literally showing you their blind spot. Behavioral studies from the French National Institute for Agricultural Research revealed that horses maintain frontal orientation toward novel or uncertain individuals, but they reorient to perpendicular or rear-facing positions only with bonded humans. That's not disrespect. That's profound trust. Your horse has downgraded you from being to watch to presence that's safe. You're not someone they need to track anymore. You're someone they can just exist beside. And speaking of existing beside you, there's something they do with their actual sleep cycle that'll break your heart. And hey, if any of this is changing how you see your horse, hit that like button and subscribe. It's the best way to help us reach more horse people who actually care about understanding their horse on a deeper level. 4. They enter REM sleep in your presence. People assume horses lying down near them just means the horse is tired. It's been a long day, they need rest. Simple as that. But here's what's actually happening. Horses can only enter REM sleep, the deep dreaming phase, when lying completely flat. And that requires absolute certainty of safety. In the wild, herds station sentries specifically so others can achieve REM sleep. If your horse enters this state with you as the only sentry, they've assigned you the role of herd protector. They're trusting you with their life during their most vulnerable neurological state. Sleep research from the University of Pennsylvania School of Veterinary Medicine showed that domesticated horses selectively enter REM sleep only when specific individuals are present. They'll remain in lighter sleep stages with others nearby. Your horse dreams when you're there. They've given you a responsibility they'd normally only give to their herd, keeping them alive while they're completely defenseless. But even when they're awake, there's something they're doing with their eyes that most people never notice. 5. Their eyes soften asymmetrically. Horse owners think soft eyes just mean their horse isn't scared. The whites aren't showing, the horse isn't tense, everything's fine. But imprinted horses display what's called differential eye tension. The eye facing you softens and partially closes while the opposite eye maintains environmental awareness. This isn't general relaxation, it's selective vulnerability. They're essentially telling you, I don't need to monitor you, but I'm still watching the world. That split attention state only happens when a horse has categorized you as part of their safety system, not part of the environment to assess. Vision researchers at Michigan State University's Equine Performance Center found that horses demonstrate measurable differences in periocular muscle tension depending on which side faces a bonded versus non-bonded human. Your horse is showing you something they can't show the world, a softness they reserve for you. One eye stays hard because the world is unpredictable. One eye goes soft because you're not. And that softness, it leads to something they do with their muzzle that makes everything else make sense. 6. They lip your skin without taking. When horses mouth their owner's hands or arms, people assume they're looking for treats or being pushy. They're testing to see if you've got a carrot hidden somewhere, or they're just being annoying. But imprinted horses engage in non-functional mouthing, using their lips to explore your skin texture without any feeding intention. This is allogrooming behavior redirected toward you. Horses allogroom only within stable pair bonds, and it serves to maintain social cohesion. When they mouth you without expectation, they're treating you as they would a bonded herd member they're invested in maintaining proximity with. Behavioural ecologists at the University of Bristol documented that horses extend allogrooming adjacent behaviours to humans only after forming what they term preferential attachment relationships, and only toward the specific human, never generalising to other handlers. Your horse isn't trying to get something from you. They're trying to take care of you the only way they know how, the way they've maintained their closest relationships in the herd. Here's what all of this really means. Your horse hasn't just learned to tolerate you. They've rewritten their instincts around you. They've taken millions of years of prey animal programming, the hypervigilance, the constant threat assessment, the never fully trusting anything, and they've made an exception. For you, that's not training. That's not habit. That's something we don't even have a good word for. That's your horse choosing you every single day as the one presence in the world they can stop surviving around and just be.